Time for another Stephen King reading vlog. Woo! Let's get started. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you a Stephen King reading vlog. A lot of you guys have been requesting this one, and it's one that I know that I've been wanting to read, but I've had issues with the timing for it. Specifically because there's no chapters in this book, and so it kind of made it difficult to try and coordinate, and today is a good day for it because I am off, and so I can read all the way through with some audiobook and just enjoy some playoff baseball that's today. And the book I'm talking about is CUJO by Stephen King. This book, a lot of people have been requesting this, and I think Tommyknockers are highly requested, but Tommyknockers is already in the plans for another video. Stay tuned for that one. But yeah, I'm going to finally read CUJO. This is about a rabid St. Bernard and a mom and son kind of like surviving in a car that like won't work. And there's other little things in the book that I'm sure are related to the movie, which I have seen, but it's been a while, but that's a different story. But yeah, so we're going to get started with CUJO, and we'll see where it goes from here. So I'll let you know what I think about it. We'll see you in the next clip. Alright guys, I'm on page 67 of CUJO, and I am really digging the book so far. So the first couple of pages, you kind of meet your main people, Tad, which is the little kid, his mom, his dad, and the mom is, you find out she's having an affair with someone, and it gets pretty bad. Then you meet CUJO, the dog, obviously, and he's fun and loving at the beginning, and then if you've seen the movie, you know how this goes, but if you haven't read the book, chases after a rabbit, gets his head stuck in a hole, freaks out a bunch of bats, and he gets bitten. And so a little later on, he's at home with his owners, and the owner, like, you know, is like, hey, how's it going? And like pats him on the nose, and then he starts like growling, and the owner's like, what the fuck, you never do this. And then the narrator kind of describes it as like CUJO felt bad for doing that, so he just kind of calmed down. And then eventually he throws him some food. CUJO picks it up and then drops it right away, and the guy's like, you've never turned down chow, what's up? And he just starts acting not normal. Obviously, I've seen the movie, so I know that this is his descent into getting rabid. And so you kind of get the unsettling sense that it's pretty soon it's going to start going bad for a lot of the people that are near CUJO. The little boy who lives with CUJO, the mom pretty much just said, you and I are going to go somewhere else. We're going to leave your dad here to keep working on what he's working on, and we're going to go. And then Tad's dad, whose mom is having the affair, his dad's going to be leaving for a week, and he's got like some monster in his closet that he's afraid of. And a lot of people theorize that the monster that's hiding in his closet is also Pennywise, because he's got yellow eyes, and he takes the form of an old like child, like I don't think a child murderer, but like a murderer that used to live in the town. And so a lot of people like theorize that that's Pennywise. If you don't know who Pennywise is, that's the alien creature from It. And a lot of people think that that's Pennywise making a cameo in CUJO before It was even written. But otherwise, so far I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to keep going and see the descent of madness from CUJO. Alright guys, I'm on page 118 of CUJO. And so far, what has transpired since the last time I talked to you, Dad's father found out about his wife cheating on him. he received the note from the guy who was the one cheating. Well, she was the one cheating, but with the guy. The guy was the one who sent him the letter. Pretty much telling him, like, yeah, I enjoyed fucking your wife. You know, what is that mole above her, you know, what make you think of? And he's like, do you have any questions? So then he confronted his wife about it and was pretty much saying, you know, was this the only person? Was there anyone else? And she's like, you know, no. Or, well, yeah, he was the only person. And so he's going away on a business trip, and the first question out of her mouth is, are you going to get laid over there? Are you going to, you know, like, even it out? And he pretty much was like, no. I'm not going to have time for anything like that anyway. So there's tension between them. And then you jump to where CUJO is at. And he has officially gone rabid. So far, it's been really good. And I can't wait to keep going with it. So let's keep going. And I'll see you in the next clip. Alright guys, so I'm page 229 of CUJO. And Tad and his mom, Donna, are now stuck in the car at the guy who would have fixed up the car. But he was the guy who died earlier. He was Gary. And so now they're stuck in the car, it won't start, and CUJO is pretty much just waiting them out. Whether or not they're going to try and make a run for it, or he's going to have to break in there and kill them, or what. But as of right now, Tad is tired. He's really tired, and he's starting to have some issues with, like, he's getting real thirsty, and he's got nothing. There's like nothing else to drink. I think she said earlier there was like maybe like a quarter of a container of milk, if that. And Donna was trying to save it for him, and she is contemplating now trying to make a run for it because she doesn't know where CUJO is. And so, as of right now, she's back and forth because, like, she's telling herself she's only going to get weaker. This is the best chance, but at the same time, she's like, I am already too weak. I can't do it. And so she's kind of back and forth, like, if I'm going to do it, this is the time to go and do it. So I don't know what she's going to end up doing. She just opened the door for the car and closed it, and was wondering where CUJO was. If he was in the front of the car, then he would have popped up by now. But since he hadn't, she's thinking, okay, maybe he's in the barn. And so, see, I've seen the movie, so I know how it kind of is supposed to go. But I also heard that the movie is different than the book's ending. And so I'm real anxious to see how the difference plays into the book. So I'm excited to keep reading this. We're going to finish it off. I think I've got a little less than 100 pages, or just about 100 pages or so left. So we're going to finish it up. We're going to come back and we're going to let you know what I think about it. So we'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so I just finished CUJO by Stephen King, and I absolutely love this book. It is really good. It kind of gets... I like the scenes where CUJO is more involved. I am a dog person. I've got a dog. Bailey. And I absolutely love dogs. And so reading about the descent into rabidness from this St. Bernard, being like a big, giant, lovable dog, like, to all of a sudden just being this brutal killer, was absolutely, like, terrifying to read about. Because it's something that now, me being a dog owner, I'm going to think about it whenever I let my dog outside. But the story is good. I really enjoyed it. And I honestly, the ending actually wasn't as sad for me. I'm not going to tell you about what happens. But if you've seen the movie, it is different than the movie. I did mention that in a clip prior, that somebody did mention to me that the movie ending is different than the book ending. And that is very true. However, this one was not as sad for me as other things that have happened in Stephen King books. I'll just leave it at that. I mean, there's not much else I can really say about it. I really enjoyed it. I'm a little torn on the star rating for this. I think I'm gonna swing at a 5. Because it's that good of a story. There are parts that, yeah, they're a little meh. I feel like it's unnecessary. Just get to the dog. I just want to hear about the dog. Just talk about Cujo. Just show me the dog. And there are parts where there is a backstory. The mom, Donna, is cheating on her husband, Vic. And so they've got that going on. And you're jumping around between two different main plot lines. You got a rabid dog, and then you got a mom and a husband and a marital issue, and a kid is in between it, kinda. So overall, really good story, 5 stars, and this for sure would probably. And it's kind of annoying because we just came up with the top 20 list, and this for sure would have been in it. So when I redo it for another time, when I rank all the Stephen King books, once I get to all of them, or when I get to 40, I'll say, and I make a new list, this for sure is probably going to be in my top 20. Probably top 15. Heck, it could be in the top 10. I just got to really think about it. But for right now, Cujo, 5 stars. I really recommend it. If you also are interested in this book, we'll post a link for it down below. So it might not be this hardcover edition because it's hard to find. But Cujo in general. If you are interested, down below, we'll post a link for it. But yeah, I really liked it. And I can't wait to read more from him. Let me know your thoughts and comments on the book. If you've read it before, let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.